Hey guys, what's going on? Kevincage back with another XRP video, and let's get right into it. So right here, shared by CryptoManiac101 or underscore crypto underscore maniac underscore. Again, right here, this video is several years old. I wish I had the official link, but it is David Schwartz, CTO currently of Ripple. And keep in mind, he was involved with, the original protocol and the XRP ledger with Arthur Brito, all kinds of, top-notch guys. Very, very smart guy, if not one of, at least, in the top 5 cryptocurrency space for blockchain, one of the smartest men in the world. So basically the questions were asked, and keep in mind, he calls XRP, he calls them ripples, because this video was made years ago when they did not just call it XRP. So just so you know. So I highly recommend checking it out. It's just a short video clip. And the interviewer literally says, is it possible for the US dollar to be reserve currency of the Ripple protocol? And David Schwartz, without hesitation, said, absolutely. Countries can even introduce 100% backed gold on the Ripple network. And yeah, all that, all the videos and information you guys have been seeing on a gold-backed cryptocurrency and Ripple potentially being valued at, an ounce of gold or however they decide to do it, is not as far-fetched as we once thought. The world really is in a liquidity crisis, so I'm very curious what could unravel. Again, let's just be conservative. Let's get to $1 first before we start leaping and believing in this. But it's worth considerations. Now, the funny thing is, we hear about a level playing field, that talk track today in the news and all the key players. But now, even David Schwartz, whatever year this was, he actually is discussing and saying creating a fair playing field. And he says people will be able to move between currencies effortlessly, enables more freedom of choice between currencies, and really just creating a free market. And of course, as always, the best projects are going to succeed. And this was kind of before all the altcoins as well, at least not as many as today. Now, he says, people generally, do not choose intermediary currencies. They simply choose the cheapest path they can find, period. And this reminds me of the video I just did talking about Stephen Thomas and his presentation on the analogy of TCP/IP and the interledger protocol with XRP. So very, very cool. Just thought it was worth the share. Next, at XRP Hodla, Hodla, sending $1,000 from Australia to Mexico using a credit card. So he literally looks at the comparison using MoneyGram and Western Union. Keep in mind, MoneyGram is a RippleNet partner. Now, I'm not sure if the corridor is actually lit for XRapid XRP usage right now, so they may just be using XCurrent, which either way, look at the savings as a RippleNet customer that they're offering. So you can see down below, for MoneyGram here on the left and Western Union on the right. So let's just take a look at these screenshots really quick. Feel free to pause the screen. Basically 1,000 Australian dollars. And then in pesos, with MoneyGram, you'd get 12,719 pesos. But with Western Union, that same amount, you'll only get 12,169 pesos back. Now let's go back as well, and let's kind of see the comparison. So with MoneyGram, Mexican peso, you receive not only 650 more, but it's also, look, 70 times the fees. That is insane to consider. So no wonder MoneyGram stock is soaring. Now, I believe this is only XCurrent. If it's XRapid, that's awesome. It's utilizing XRP. It, has a proof of concept in savings right here. But if this is actually XCurrent, imagine saving, say, another 20% on top of this figure utilizing XRP. The proof is in the pudding. This is what you are invested in. All right, next, I Am Legion. So right here, this is pretty cool. Just this gentleman speaking right here and talking about the problems today with price discovery. And I Am Legion just says, in order to have price discovery and to work towards preventing manipulation, I'm thinking that you cannot rely on backed alone as, the ultimate custody solution. We have so many exchanges. So the exchanges need to be connected. Remember, interledger protocol not only bridges currencies, it can bridge ledgers, hence the name interledger. So very, very, excited to see what could come of this as well. And not just, cryptocurrency exchanges, but all ledgers for that matter, because the whole world of finance is contained with ledgers. Next, this is a cool video. I know you guys have probably already seen this, but basically, this is Mark Carney, and he is the current Bank of England governor, and he literally is just in an interview, and he says he does not want to talk about what they're contemplating doing because they want to make sure everything's lined up and goes smoothly. But he does say to watch this space for the rest of 2019 for something substantial. And that's just eerie. Very exciting, to see what lies ahead. Don't want to speculate too much, but just wanted to share it because who knows. All right. And again, guys, a lot of people have been saying this, with Swift GPI, it's going to connect to RippleNet. And, I'm getting way too bullish looking at all the information in front of me. I know Sam I Am has, seen this. I remember seeing him last year when he was really kind of getting into everything. He's been saying this for a long time, that GPI is going to plug right to RippleNet. And, he makes a great point in a lot of his videos that I was watching. And as RippleNet grows and grows, their client base, there's less incentives for Swift customers to stay with Swift to send their payments. All right, there's this network effect that I'll talk about. So, very exciting. Now, this is basically just Brad Garlinghouse over the years talking about when they had 100 banks and financial institutions, when they had 150 banks and financial institutions, then they've surpassed 200, in January of this year. And he's talking about, Libra and the effects of helping RippleNet sign on even more customers. And it's just very, very exciting. And he talks about networks effects in this clip right here, basically just saying, the momentum is building faster. The more participants in RippleNet, the more valuable, or the more value there is in joining the ecosystem, thanks to numerous factors. And, essentially what he means by this is most likely, there's better liquidity with more partners. There's more money moving through the XRP ledger, which creates tighter spreads, making it more profitable for not only the liquidity providers and market makers, but as well as providing the true use case of, the cost savings for RippleNet clients on XRapid utilizing XRP. So very exciting. It really is logical when you just follow it. A plus B, it just really makes sense as you move along with it. So very exciting for me personally, to be invested in, an asset such as this. And not financial advice, guys, but when you do your own research, whether you look at the top 2,000 cryptocurrencies, you're going to come back to the one. All right, and then to finish things off, just I Am Legion sharing this. Just wanted to share it by R3. So pretty cool. There's a State of Security Tokens in Asia, thing going on right now. Asia 2019 by Anthony Lewis. He's the director of digital assets, R3, and just discussing this. So again, guys, security tokens, STOs, things are on the way, and I'm very excited to see what kind of things, beyond, just securities, what other things are going to be tokenized. I mean, we can say, security tokenized offerings. We can talk about, various tokenized digital assets with, real estate, with gold, precious metals, different forms of stocks. We've already talked about the benefits of asset fractionalization. There are so many benefits, and we are, truly moving to a digital world. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to happen sooner or later. If you're upset about the price of, XRP, you can call it a scam. You can sell. It doesn't matter. This world is going digital, and this is, I'm following the trends, and this is exactly what's going to happen. Like, if you've been invested, that's fine. This is just getting warmed up, and you can sell. Feel free to tune into this video 6 months from now and see what I'm doing in the future, because I will keep you guys updated with this news, because I know what's coming. Hit that like button, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.